Hello and welcome back to Sunrise Tarot. My name is Leah and today I'm doing a reading for the sign of Scorpio for the first part of September, September 1st through the 15th. Please remember that this is a general reading. There may be some parts that do not resonate with you. Please take the parts that do and leave the rest. You may also want to check out your other signs. I've already meditated on the cards. I've already shuffled the cards, and this is the spread that I have for you today, dear Scorpio. So, definitely in the past position we have the Chariot, clarified by the Queen of Wands. In the challenging obstacle position we have the Four of Swords, clarified by the Ace of Cups. The Knight of Cups is in the present position, clarified by the Eight of Swords. And the Two of Pentacles in the future outcome position, clarified by the Four of Cups. The Chariot in the past position is a very, very good card. It means that you were very victorious. These two animals that are in front, the lions, signify, of course, power. It definitely suggests that you were triumphant and you were victorious and you were recognized for doing something in the past. And maybe, you successfully completed a project or something and your colleagues congratulated you. Definitely a very positive card. It suggests that you were focused, you were goal oriented, you were ambitious, and you overcame obstacles. And of course the Queen of Wands is also very positive. This lady is kind of regal, aristocratic. She's very wealthy. She's got these lions on her throne here at the top and lower at the bottom as well. Of course, lions signify usually are when you worship lions, it's related to sun worship as well, and so females are kind of representative of the sun, whereas males are representative of the moon. Definitely very smart person who was around you at the time where you successfully completed and reached your goal or something. There was someone in your entourage or someone around you that definitely helped you and was very supportive, and because of that you felt like you are kind of the king of the world in a way, or the queen of the world, but definitely you were in power. There was something that you definitely were really good at and you accomplished it well. And you were sort of like on top of the world, if you will. Very positive combination. In the obstacle position, there's the Four of Swords, clarified by the Ace of Cups. Ace usually stands out because it's very powerful, and even though it may be in the obstacle position, it still kind of affects other cards that are around, and usually it's a very positive card. Usually it means fulfillment, contentment, always a new kind of beginning, a lot of promise, a lot of happy energy, high vibration energy, just really kind of good news sort of on the horizon sort of card. But in the challenging position, the ace suggests that you may not be using your intuition. You may be kind of distracted by something. You do not have your eyes on the prize when this card makes an appearance in an obstacle position. It could be that you are being overly emotional about something. You're spending too much emotion on one thing and that kind of depletes you from energy. Interestingly enough, Ace of Cups here is paired with the Four of Swords, which is a card of recuperation and rest and everything. But in the challenging position, the Four of Swords of course comes after the Three of Swords, and the Three of Swords is a dark moment where you may parted ways, like in a relationship or something. It doesn't have to be a relationship that is romantic. It could be a relationship that is business or friendship or something like that, with a person that really kind of was significant in your life or had a significant impact, and so you rest. But in the obstacle position, the Four of Swords kind of could mean forced isolation, where you feel alone, where you feel kind of like you're thinking too much, feeling maybe regretting decisions that you have made. Kind of, it's bitter energy. There's resentment. There's a little bit of bitterness. There's a little bit of depression, anxiety, that is associated with this card. So there's something in the past that you just had recently, Scorpio, that kind of didn't go perhaps as you wanted it to go. Definitely something left you feeling a little bit wounded, if you will, a little bit hurt, a little bit maybe confused. For some, it could mean that you are not getting as much affection as you're used to, so maybe kind of lack of love. Definitely, this is not good for a relationship. Misunderstandings usually happen. Definitely kind of having distance, maybe emotional distance between you and the person that means a lot to you. In the present position, we've got the Knight of Cups clarified by the Eight of Swords. So the Knight of Cups is usually a white and shining, a knight in shining armor. Usually someone that clearly I've been thinking about Game of Thrones, but yes, and there's like a wall here. The Knight of Cups generally is a very positive card. Usually it's a bearer of good news. This person is romantic. This person is very caring, charming even. It could be someone who moves gracefully, someone who understands that victory is not just about, combat, but it could also be, cleverness, where you can make the situation have a positive outcome due to your own cleverness, or rather like force, rather than force and aggression. The Eight of Swords is very situational, so definitely you're feeling like maybe you are a little bit trapped in the situation you are right now. There is some kind of a situation around you that is affecting you in a negative way, and you are not sure what to do about it. The Four of Swords here is more of a personal card, so it points to a person. The Eight of Swords is more situational, so this is like inner going-ons, and the Eight of Swords is kind of like external stuff that is happening, and it's kind of negative. It looks like maybe your relationship is going to have a little bit of a bump, a little bit of a crisis moment, or something at work is not going particularly well, but there's definitely a lot of negativity that is around you. When swords appear, it could be that people are talking behind your back. It could be that people are criticizing your decisions. It could be that people are criticizing your actions, and you're feeling that, you're emotional about it, and definitely there's some sort of a hardship that is kind of coming. This combination is not very good. It definitely suggests, and a bit of a warning from the divine, to maybe reevaluate where you are standing. It could be that you are pursuing a lost cause of a situation. Maybe you kind of fantasize in your head that this relationship is right for me, or maybe for example, if you're a leader at your job or something, thinking you're doing such a great job because you're a leader, and it's actually the opposite. Definitely you need to kind of reevaluate, reassess, stop and think what direction you're moving to, how you're going to get there, because there's something that's happening around you that you may not be aware of that is quite negative, of course. It's not a very good combination for relationships, romantic relationships. It's kind of like a no combination. It doesn't look like this relationship is going to evolve. It doesn't look like this relationship is going to have a very happy ending. In the future outcome position, we've got the Two of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. Also a bit of a tough combination because the Two of Pentacles means that financially you're not doing so well, or there's something you're worried about financially speaking. It's a pretty negative card for the financial side of things. Also negative for relationships, not very good for career as well. And you can see with this Two of Pentacles, this water, is being all over the place, and this ship is like really trying to climb that wave, and is struggling. Definitely your emotions are a little bit out of control. You're worried, definitely anxiety, definitely, and some of that is money related. The Four of Cups is not the best card to have in the future position. Yeah, it suggests that you may be a little bit stubborn, that you are purposefully maybe a little bit ignoring something that you need to acknowledge, because it would make your life easier. So definitely a little bit of a tough break in the first 2 weeks of September, Scorpio. Let's see if we can clarify some of this with the three energy oracle cards that I pulled, and they are hostilities, door to value, and seventh chakra archangel Uriel. So yeah, the Archangel Uriel, for me, personally relates a lot to swords, very mental energy, analytical, kind of cold rationality, no heart, no emotion, no caring. You do have Four of Swords. There's something that you are overlooking. You do have Eight of Swords as well. There's something you are kind of not seeing. And, you don't nearly have enough Pentacles, in my opinion, in this reading. Pentacles usually suggest hard work. So definitely you are going through something difficult, mentally speaking. Let's see, hostilities, it's just a warning from the divine, to reevaluate people that are around you, people that you take advice from as well. This card shows a man raising a sword in readiness to do battle. When it comes upright, it reveals a situation where hostilities toward you are about to be or have already been engaged. The aggressive energy may be verbal or emotional, with someone in your environment being excessively critical, demanding, or hurtful. In a work or social situation, there may be backstabbing or out-and-out slander going on. This is different from the deceit card because the hostilities energies are more apparent. In fact, you may have been living with them for some time, but whether this is new or old, now is the time to regain control. Allowing dishonoring treatment from others is an open invitation to the universe to send you more. So if that happens, if you allow people to take advantage of you, if you allow people to walk over you, that definitely brings more of that your way. It may feel risky, but you need to have the courage to stand up for yourself, and try to do it on a consistent basis. The door to value is about new beginnings in finance or career. This card shows a door with a gold coin on it, opening to a place that's filled with light and bright potential. Money, coins, jewels fly toward you through the open door, revealing a golden city beyond. All of this points to the potential for exciting new beginnings or expansions where work or money is concerned. Perhaps a new opportunity is totally unexpected, or perhaps it's something you've been working toward for quite a while. Either way, keep your eyes open for this new beginning to appear in your life. Know that anything you value may be open to you now. Remain conscious and creative, and get ready to step through the door. And of course, Archangel Uriel is about the crown chakra. She wears a brilliant crystal crown vibrating with passionate connection to the divine. She brings great power to your seventh energy center, the crown chakra, and is located at the top of your head. This card indicates an open and free-flowing channel of information and inspiration from the wonderful beings in the spirit world. This could also be a time for great intuition for you and guidance from your higher awareness. So allow yourself to quiet your mind and listen. Definitely the divine says that you need to be aware of inspiration and creativity. So allow, just maybe meditate and allow kind of thoughts to fall all over you. And maybe one of those thoughts will have some creative streak to it. Let's see what answers from angels we received as well. And they are, you are ready. Wow. Compromise and communicate clearly. So definitely, I think the compromise should be on the hostilities card. So yes, when you are facing, people that are around you, they may have a different view about how things should proceed. See if you can figure out a compromise first and foremost, because it will definitely save you a lot of time, a lot of energy, and maybe a lot of money. Compromise is always the optimal option to take, rather than kind of get involved into a battle, because those always have a cost associated with them. And definitely, the divine is saying that wonderful things are coming your way as long as you communicate clearly, as long as you sort of protect stand your ground, if you will. If you enjoyed this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for visiting, and I will see you next time.